There's a lot more things to worry about than the next competition. How are we gonna recover the dead contestants? How are we gonna stop one? Where the hell is everyone? There is so much to worry about that a competition during this would just be a dogshit idea. There are greater problems and we need to focus on that first. That is the reason why I believe TPOT 21 will not be a competition episode.
Damn well that aged like shit. Of course the video that ib Media hosts is wrong, but even I gotta say that it's hella strange that TPOT 21 is a competition episode. I mean what, is Grassy gonna host Cake at Stake, like what are we doing? So today I want to make a video about this, so let's go. So to be honest, I see this as just something I'm not okay with. Look, I get why they want to start the competition soon, because well it's a competition season. They have been delaying this elimination massively and it's getting annoying just waiting for the competition to start, but I saw TPOT 20 as the key to solving that. We could have had a super special episode, cinematic-like event that sees us at least in a good enough state to continue the competition. I thought they'd go with this route because the episode premiered in theaters. But instead we just got a backstory episode. Which I mean, it was cool and all, but like this episode was severely mixed, even though I kinda liked it. So I saw TPOT 21 being the resolution episode. TPOT 20 didn't exactly solve anything and one just kept rampaging. So TPOT 21 has to be the episode where they can get things in a good enough state to continue the competition while also keeping one as a threat. But again this brings up the idea of the competition just getting delayed further and further, which is just not satisfying. So TPOT really dug itself into a hole that really won't make things satisfying. Because why are we competing when the universe is ending? Like seriously, I think the competition does need to start soon because they have not competed since July, but like everyone is dead and the world is ending, and you're telling me we have to compete. What's going on? Like just imagine the world is in shambles, people are dying, everything is gone, and our top priority is the next competition. Like yeah guys, let's compete while the world is ending, come on. Well, I just wanted to get this thought out there. TPOT 21 shouldn't have been a competition episode, but if it wasn't, it would have just made things worse. So I guess it was the right call after all to make it a competition episode, but it's still just weird since I think the competition shouldn't return so soon, because there's just too much going on that the competition just doesn't fit in. It really doesn't. There's all this story going on, so now the competition is the one that doesn't fit in anymore. See, this would have all been solved if TPOT 18 didn't exist. I hate this episode so much. I know it's not really the episode's fault, but like did we seriously need this episode? Now it's strange getting one non-competition episode then one competition episode, rather than one non-competition episode, then another non-competition episode. See, that would be really strange and just feel like dragging out. If it was just competition episode, then competition episode, then non-competition episode, then non-competition episode, it would have felt a lot better. Anyways, now that I've voiced my opinion on how strange this is, I guess I'll take the rest of this video on making predictions for the episode. First up is the elimination order. We will start with Death Pact yet again. First safe is Black Hole because of his huge role of resolving things with Lai and getting kidnapped by one. Next safe is, well this is where things get tricky because everybody in this team got little screen time, especially Fanny, but also Fanny is super popular so she could survive next. Damn, I should have voted for her. Anyways, I don't see any other outcome where she'd not be next safe. Because come on, Fanny is very popular now, and the other two didn't get much screen time either, so like, come on. Anyways, that leaves us with the bottom two, Marker and Tree. I actually voted for Tree, but I definitely regret it because it's very obvious that he's not gonna return to his past self, which his past self was the reason why I loved him. But since the Death Pact arc, he's just done nothing. They tried returning him into his old self in 16 and 17, but it just wasn't the same, so I don't think Tree is a favorite anymore. Anyways, these two are the bottom two because they haven't been that good recently. But I predict the last safe is Marker because it's fucking Marker, he's a fan favorite for some fucking reason. I definitely prefer Tree being safe, but not too sad about it. Really, I just hate that Marker is still competing. So yeah, that leaves Tree with the least votes. Sure, he turned purple, but like, it wasn't as significant as it was when Marker turned green. Tree's color change was just random. And it wasn't funny like it was for Marker, so I don't imagine him getting more votes just because he turned purple. And now for Bagged. First safe is definitely Pen, no way it's not. He's been super significant recently and very loved, so yeah, he's first safe for sure. Second safe is probably Lai. I know she was bottom too, but like this was her episode in TPOT 19. We had more insight on her, she resolved things with Black Hole, the whole murdering scene, it was a lot. And I'm very curious to see what's next. And I'm sure many people are too, so I predict she's second safe. That leaves us with our bottom two, Tennis Ball and Bottle. I am so surprised yet so mad at how Tennis Ball is still here. Like actually. He's so boring and so annoying. The whole Force thing is so stupid, and oh my goodness it's returning this episode. I hate this fucking Force so much, just kill it, put it down. Anyways, Tennis Ball is just ass with a side of booty cheeks now, and Bottle is just Bottle. She's silly and I like her, I did vote for her, but to be honest she is kinda wearing off me now, but I do prefer her over Tennis Ball all day every day. Anyways, Tennis Ball is definitely surviving because he's ugly. He only gets votes because he's Tennis Ball, even though he acts nothing like Tennis Ball. Like guys, he's so ass, why do you guys keep voting for him? Anyways, he got second save for doing absolutely nothing last episode, while bottom was the damn host and she got way less than him, so it's not a contest here that she's out. Like oh love her, but she just doesn't get votes. She didn't get much attention last episode either, so like, she's out. Okay, so for this episode I believe it's gonna be easier predicting the challenge, mostly because of the poster and the tiny description we were given for the episode. Essentially, when one takes over, she caused another insect invasion. How creative. I'm assuming the challenge is to just destroy as many bugs as possible, but we do see that our survivors, including Lai for some reason, are being swallowed by a giant monstrous bug. So maybe the challenge is to escape the bug since they're eaten. Alright, whatever. Anyways, some other things to note about the competition is that we most likely hit merge. Look, I'm assuming double eliminations will continue, so it'd make sense that the merge cast remains bigger than usual. And plus teams are getting smaller, so I think it makes sense for merge to happen since the teams are pretty small now. Like there's really no point on teams anymore. Also I guess 2 still won't be hosting, because if he wasn't before, I doubt he will now, where he's lost all his power and at an all-time low. The hosts for this episode will probably be the eliminated contestants, because I bet they're gonna find a way to escape the elimination area. Then they're the ones that want the competition to keep going, so that makes sense for why the competition returns in this state. But I'm sure 2 is gonna get more development one way or another. As for how everyone gets recovered, well, they're gonna have to find the remote thing, so I'm guessing winner and loser are responsible for that. They revive everyone, and when they see the world is ending, I'm guessing the insects start invading the hotel or whatever. Suddenly the eliminated contestants escape and they see this as potential for the next challenge, since 2 is too lazy to continue. Will 1 show up in the episode? I believe she will, but she won't be the main antagonist. Our characters don't seem to be facing off against her, hell, they don't even know she exists. So 1 will most likely be getting small scenes of hunting down other Algebralians. Oh yeah, and she has to release Black Hole. So I'm guessing she makes a deal with Black Hole. She proposes that he can become normal like everyone else, where he can't cause destruction, because lately he's been having trouble with that, so that's her favor for him, and in return he can't disrupt one's plans. Seems fitting enough. But yeah, she won't be a huge focus nor won't be stopped. Also, Pencil is literally in the past. I wasn't sure how she'd come back, but to be honest, I think I have a more clear answer. She's struggling on the past and realizes this isn't what she wants, so she just travels back to the present and realizes everything was her fault. So yeah, the challenge is to destroy bugs. The contestants who destroy the least bugs lose, and up for elimination. Also, since the eliminated contestants are here, I'm assuming they're gonna start a rejoin, since I'm sure they want to come back to the game. So that's all I have to say about TPOT 21. Despite all the criticism I'm giving it, I'm still very excited for this episode. I know it's gonna be great, and everything is gonna make sense. I still find it odd how it's a competition episode, but we will see how it turns out. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe por favor. Goodbye.